Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints, here in downtown New Orleans. Stage is set, ball is on the tee, and off we go on EA Sports. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decided. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the ground, here's the Clemson product, Travis Etienne. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. Here's a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, Rattler. And that is incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds. And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. He's got his man right side. It's complete. And he is going to have the Saints 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving. And then some. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. On the ground, this is Kendre Miller. And good hard running will get him down close to a 1st down. Might be a yard short.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in.
And he's going to have the 1st down, but we do have a flag on the field, and they are already walking backwards. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Now a screen set up for Miller.
Just a little slow developing on that screen play there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Throwing is Rattler. That is hard down the field. He's got it. They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10. They go from the 11. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Touchdown Saints. His 12th touchdown of the year. extra point is good. And the Saints will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And he's got it at the 1. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. First throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
From the 1, 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Rattler. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run, and it's Miller. And he will power his way into the end zone. Kendre Miller, touchdown, New Orleans. No problem there on the extra point. The Saints will extend their 1st quarter lead. It's now 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Ryan Brzee there for the tackle. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
That is catch number 60 for the season.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
One more time, they try Gibbs. And that big offensive block, clearing space. He's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Rattler gonna throw. He's gonna look for the home run ball. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Unfortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Rattler now back to throw. Quick throw, taken in. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. Here's Rattler. Now he'll run it.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Rattler. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. He is in. Touchdown, Saints. Still to come. He's got it. And the Saints will take a 21-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here we go on the return from the 1. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Right away, they'll set up to throw. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the 1st down.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that 1st down himself.
Back to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That's caught. And he will go all the way. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Well, a big play there, and maybe a big break, too. The ball going out of bounds, so they keep possession and keep a little bit of this momentum going, Greg.
We see this across the league so much now, Mike. Defenders are getting so good at ripping that ball out. Unfortunately for them, in this case, they got the ball out, but it ended up going out of bounds.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's got a man running with them, and they connect. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves first and goal inside the low red zone.
And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up second and goal.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll go again from the 3. It is second and goal. They'll look to throw yet again. Oh, he feels the pressure, and he'll go down back at the 6. Third and goal. He'll look to throw. And he can only salvage a couple there. Down to the 3. And now it's 4th and goal. He'll drop to throw. And this is hot. Wow, the decision to go pays off. And before the try, remember, it's a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Williams in motion. It's a toss play, left to Gibbs. It'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. Alontae Taylor is there for the stop. Third and 6. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all 3 downs. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That's
Incomplete. Daring call on fourth down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We're back to New Orleans. After this, work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A ball deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. And how about that? 3rd and a mile. And they convert and pick up a 1st down. In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. Adds to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw, and he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush, and it will lead to a turnover on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That is brought in. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line.
When you get big gains like that, Mike, it's pretty easy to see why that stat line just continues to grow. And the defense doesn't come away with a plan to stop this guy. We could have a record-setting performance on our hands.
First and 10. Williams in motion. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. The Lions called their first timeout as the clock was stopped with 35 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Back into the hands of Hubbard. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. Third and 5. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime. Bates' kick is good. And the Lions are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Throwing is Rattler. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a first down.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He's going to air this one out. That is caught! And he will score again. Touchdown, New Orleans. What a half he is putting together. That's his 3rd touchdown already. Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll let this one go long for Williams. He's got it. And he will take this one in. 76 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Bates now for the extra point. The kick here is good. And one more point, and that takes us to the end of the first half. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. In motion, Shakir. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. pistol. Here comes Gibbs. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up third down. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. Oh, and now movement up front, trying to get the defense to jump. One of the offensive linemen moved instead. The offense is out there, 4th and inches. They will indeed go as they look to throw. He will have the conversion and more. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. An incredible play there on fourth down in their own territory. 36 yards. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
To play in the NFL, you've got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, you're going to line up and snap the game. In this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
Now they'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. First down sack, second down big play attempt, falls incomplete. Now to make matters worse, you got to operate in third and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
Third and long. From the gun, here's Gibbs.
You can always tell what a team's decision will be on fourth down, like based on what they do on third down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that fourth down more manageable. So I think they have to reconsider whether they go for it here.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Lions are able to get it back within a score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Find some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Rattler now back to throw. Pressure gets there. And down he goes. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Rattler. Got it into the hands of Olave. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. Open man, right side. He's got it.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath at decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down. Had they not gotten it, that's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points? I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Now Rattler gonna throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Here's Rattler. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Lions will punt this ball away. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. At their own 14-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rattler. Look wide. Get this one complete. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 18-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Miller. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Now problems. He loses the football near his own goal line. The defense has it. And that's going to be scooped up in the end zone. A fumble recovery for touchdown. Important moment here for the Lions as they're going to go for 2. Now an option here, left side. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game is tied.
That's just too easy, but that is exactly the premise of the zone read play. Defensive end is flat-footed. He's thinking the quarterback's going to keep it himself. Simple give read, and he hits his head on the goalpost.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Back to throw. Throw right side to Olave. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, fourth quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame them.
And that is incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. They'll look to throw again. His throw left side is complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Here's first and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
This is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Clemson. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Detroit. What a play by the defense in a tie game. Not only did they come up with the turnover, Greg, they score the touchdown and take the lead.
And that's just a mistake, Mike, at this point in the game that you just cannot make on offense. You find yourself in a game that could go either way, and you just gift wrap the opposing team a chance to take it back the other way and take the lead.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Right back to the air following that pick six. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Olave is the motion man. Looking to throw. Rattler. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They need one right now. Third and long. He's got his man. That's Olave. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Back to the air one more time. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Terrion Arnold. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. A toss to the right. Here comes Gibbs. And he's not going to outrun the defense. They push him back out of bounds. A loss of a couple.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. Here comes 3rd down. They'll run with Gibbs. So a big one looming for Jake Bates. This to make it a 2-possession lead. So 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And the Lions will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds.
This is 1st and 10. The Lions called their first timeout. Here's 1st down. They'll drop to throw. Open man down the field. It's Olave. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing is Rattler. Fires left sideline. That is complete. And he's out of bounds in great shape. Down to the 15-yard line. They are cooking to begin this drive. This play going for 30 yards. In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. He's going to run it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They face second down and 7. He'll look to throw. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked up by Terrion Arnold.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back in the field.
And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. This is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's the Lions punt team now, as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And he looks up, and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball, as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. Here is 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. This one on target to Olave. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
The only way the quarterback has time to allow that receiver to go that far is if the big boys up front do their job. I mean, the protection was excellent. The quarterback had all the time in the world to let his wide receiver work open, and when you can pass protect like that, you're going to generate a lot of big plays.
Here we go. One final play. Looking middle of the field, it's complete.